A man that has, by the age of 30, set himself financially free to where he could choose how he spends his time, travel when he wants, where he wants. And let's get his bio up, please, guys, if we have a chance. Let's get that slide up. He's able to provide opportunities for his family, something he's really proud of. He says, my mom and sisters are now licensed agents. I've invested in my brother's business. I'm able to be there for my grandmother. Now I'm in a position to inspire and help others grow, help them cut the learning to reach their goals sooner than later. I have people reaching out to me all over the country. My goal was to help at least one person. I'm helping many hundreds and now thousands. Introducing an incredible man, someone you're really going to enjoy. 161 units, $73 million in a single year. My friend Naeem, where are you at? We're just hiding right back
there. Look, guys, I grew up rough life. What I mean by rough is I didn't have everything I wanted when I was younger. Growing up in a tough environment, single mom raising 5 kids. It was tough. It was tough. I've always wanted things and didn't think I would be able to master certain things, but then something changed. I decided to take control over my life. I stopped blaming people. All right, yeah, I have a nice car. It was my dream car, actually, but to me, it's just a trophy. All right, I reached a certain level, now I want to go to another level, but use me as your inspiration that anything's possible. I used to live in the attic, driving a hoopty that was pretty much holding on to his last wheel. There was mice in the attic, there was roaches. Like, I sacrificed, I delayed gratification, I put it into work. Early mornings, late nights, working every day consistently for about 6-7 years. Target after target, reaching my goals. I'm proof that anything's possible. And for the people that are out there that think that this was easy, or they see this now and think that I'm just some spoiled little brat, no, you have it wrong. You don't know me, you don't know what I've been through. So before you start to judge other people, don't, because you don't know what someone's been through. All right, and stuff like this is just motivation for that person to get out of the hole that they're in. This doesn't mean nothing. It's just something to push me, and hopefully it's something that's gonna push you. Whatever you want in life, work for it. Don't quit. Don't give up.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. How you guys doing? How you guys doing tonight? Well, today. If you guys like that video, can you make some noise for me, please? Please, please. Make some noise for me like that video. All right, look. I'm going to jump right into it, okay? You guys saw the attic, all right? I'm a firm believer in everyone has a story, okay? And then with my story, I'm just going to share it with you. I shared my story literally when I was in the attic, and I was literally just trying to go. And like I said, my goal was to inspire one person. While I'm on this journey, if I help change one person's life, that's literally the only thing that I want to do. Right, I'm big on Instagram, and if you go all the way to the bottom of my Instagram, right, I told the journey along the entire way when I was driving the hoopty and all that, right? Then what that's done for me is built massive credibility. I built a massive following, right? From Instagram alone, I get so much business, right? But what I want you guys to take away from me is literally, I'm that kid who comes from absolutely nothing, literally, all right? We all have a story. All right, I'm that kid who comes from nothing. I remember when I was in high school, I kept getting cut. I couldn't make the varsity team. When I went to college, right, my high school coach said that I wouldn't even make it 1 year. All right, my mom was a single mom raising 5 kids. My dad was in jail when I was younger. I got a list, guys, of the adversity that I had to be on this stage right now. Guys, let me tell you guys something real quick. Again, there's no script. This is all in the head. I remember I went to EXPCon, and it was my first time going to EXPCon. Guys like Dan Beer, Kyle, Veronica, all these major people right there were on the stage, and I was in the back, and I got the videos on my Instagram, right? And I said this: everyone in this room don't know who I am, and one day I promise you, everyone's gonna know who I am. Yeah. A year. Right? And and I don't really know how to explain it, guys. It's something that's got to be within, right? And I just want to be like that light. I want to be the example to let you guys know that anything is possible. I know it sounds so redundant, and you're hearing, the stories about like you got to have a big why, you got to have a big purpose. Like you hear all these different things, and you're like, yeah, okay, someone said that, but no, I wanted to tell you guys, look, it is possible. I come from absolutely nowhere. I'm on stage with people from across the country getting to share my story, and I hope that one day you guys are gonna share your story, because by you sharing your story, you're gonna literally change someone's life. Change someone's life. I can tell you guys literally, what was the changing factor for me? It was when I remember having nothing. Someone broke into my car, right? And then I was at my grandma's house. And I remember the winter. I used to have to go to the Walgreens to get a space heater, right, just to stay warm. And then I was going to go to work. I was substitute teaching. I was coaching soccer. And then someone broke into my car. I didn't have any money to get the window fixed. I broke down crying. My mom, my grandma, my sister came to the house and said, Naeem, what's wrong? And I told her, listen, I don't got nothing, and people are, trying to rob from me. I literally was at my lowest. I sat down on my grandma's porch just crying. And I remember I said, if anything's gonna change, I gotta change. All right, I gotta change. And so what did I start doing? The first thing I did was I started reading books, all right? I was listening to Jim Rohn, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. When I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that's when I changed. I was like, wait, what? You can make X amount of dollars by owning a property? That's when the light bulb went off. I said, I got to get into this real estate thing. So then what I did was, when I'm living in the attic, I wrote on the wall. I'm not sure if you guys saw it. Manifestation is huge. I wrote on the wall, dream car, right? I wrote on wealth, family, a part of all I earn is mine to keep, right? I started strategizing, making the game plan while I'm in this attic, and I hated being there. Right? But I strategized. And every day when I would leave, I always saw the wall. Right? So my thing for you guys is whatever it is that you want, right? You got to write it down somewhere, the background of your phone. You got to be obsessed with it. As I'm talking to you guys, I'm obsessed, literally. I'm financially free, guys. I'm financially free. I've attracted 116 agents to EXP. I own 11 doors, right? I sell, last year, I sold, me personally, about 35 homes, and I didn't even leave my house. Right, from creating systems, right, showing assistants, right, all this, and I can't believe it. It's like a fairy tale, it's a dream. And me being this guy who comes from absolutely nothing, I can share this story with you. It's guys, my leg is shaking. I'm not. My leg's not shaking. I could do this with my eyes closed. I've been practicing this. Guys. I kid you not. I have no script. I got no PowerPoint. I'm giving you guys me. I am the presentation. Take a picture. I kid you not, I remember when I was doing business, right, I said to myself, because you see guys on billboards, right, guys are on billboards and stuff like that, right, like, and I get it. I said to myself, I am going to be the billboard. I'm going to be a walking billboard, right? I'm going to be a walking billboard. So on social media, as I was telling my story, social media is extremely powerful. You guys don't on social media, you got to get on it. The whole purpose of social media, you can go viral, right? There's people that you're going to be able to connect with, whether it's, by sharing stories of your dog or sharing stories about you walking to the park. I don't know what it is that is what makes you, right? But by you being you, you're going to be able to relate to people. People are going to relate to you. You're going to attract people. You're going to find your tribe, right? Guys, you're probably not for everyone. I'm probably not for everyone. I get that. I understand that. But then once you get that and you understand that and you be yourself and you're free, I call it breaking the matrix. Breaking the matrix. You guys know what that means, breaking the matrix? I remember going through my grandma's couch for $2 just to go to the corner store and buy a honey bun. Who here know what a honey bun is? Right, the honey bun used to be 50 cents. Now because of inflation, it's probably about $1.50, all right? So the next thing that I always like to think about when I share, right, there's a generational wealth gap. Right, so I knew when I was getting into the business that I had to cut the learning curve. Right, I had to. I'll be honest, guys. Right, you see, yes, I have my dream car. Right, I bought a Lamborghini, but then I sold the Lamborghini literally 2 months afterwards. You want the reason why? Because I learned so fast. I'm like the fastest growing realtor ever. Right, now what I mean by that is like I'm 30 years old. I didn't want to drive a Lamborghini when I was 60. No, I wanted it when I was young, like I wanted it now. But I then realized so fast that what I value more is the freedom. Because now when you are free, you break the matrix. I'm a guy that comes from absolutely nothing. I've had the best car. I could travel wherever I want. Now what's next? I got a saying, for every house that I buy is one less fuck that I give. Excuse me. So when I sold the Lambo, I got under contract on 4 more houses. So guys, all I'm doing now is just sharing my story. From a kid who comes from absolutely nothing, now, right, by me sharing my story, I attracted so many agents. The agents that are on my team, right, we have a similar story, because before I was at Keller Williams. I was there for 3 years. I did absolutely no business. The first house that I sold was the first house that I bought. All right, that was my first clients, right? So I knew how to work with buyers. So the second year, I sold 2 more houses, right? Then a year after that, I sold about 3 houses, right? So I wasn't doing that much business. What changed? Right? What changed? All right, I was on a slow pace, right? I call it offense and defense. I'm very good at defense, right? I lived in the attic. I get it. Don't spend any money. My lender said, Naeem, listen, all right, I bought 2 houses when I was broke. He said, Naeem, at a certain point in time, you're not going to qualify for any more houses. You don't make any money. So then he goes, all right, Naeem, you gotta learn how to sell real estate. There's people that make at least 6 figures selling real estate. I said, you serious? So he started introducing me to people that are making 6 figures selling real estate. I didn't think it was possible. He said, quit the soccer. So I quit soccer. And keep in mind, right, soccer was how I qualified for the first 2 houses. So imagine how fearful I was. I was also in the process of becoming a state trooper. All right, I went to college, got a minor, sociology degree, minor in criminology. I was going to become a cop. I shredded the packet of becoming a cop. I had guaranteed benefits. I already made it through like the boot camp, whatever they put me through. Literally, I just had to do the background check. I was going to become a cop. Benefits, pension, all that. I shredded the packet. I remember it being in the house. I shredded it. Quit the soccer. So now I had no choice. I gave myself no choice but to succeed. Right? Some of my agents, some of your agents, they have a choice. Right? Because you give yourself a choice, right? There's plan A, then there's plan B, then there's plan C. I didn't have any plan. I had to do it. I want you guys to feel the pattern. I literally woke up every day before I had the fear in front of me. But then when you put the fear behind you, take this, if you take anything from me. If you have fear in front of you, you're going to have all these reasons as to why you can't do something. But the moment you truly put that fear behind you, now you got to do it. I gave myself no choice. That year, 2019, I went full-time. 2019, I shredded the packet. It was midway through the year. I sold $10 million worth of real estate. $10 million worth of real estate. And then going into the next year, right, I was so confident, right, because I figured out the system. You got to get attention. People got to know you, because people don't know you, they're not going to do business with you. I figured that out, right? And now you put them through the system, all right? I told my assistant, you got one job. She was a VA in the Philippines. You got one job. Pack my schedule. That's it. I got no other choice. Pack my schedule. So she packed my schedule, and then what I did, showing. But I was converting, selling, negotiate. I was doing what I'm good at. I can talk. I can negotiate. All right? I know you want to buy the house. Selling a house is easy. I can sell a house with my eyes closed. Literally, I did that last year. Selling a house is easy, right? It's all about attracting the right clientele, knowing what they want, setting them up in the right system, and then you convert. And then once I did that, figured it out, guys, oh my goodness. Now it's about helping everybody else. And now that what for me is the greatest thing, because before it was about saving myself. I already saved myself, right? Now it's not about me anymore. So I want you guys to think about, who are you doing it for, right? Who are the people that you're affecting, right? Who are the people that you can make a difference in their life? Me, you guys saw the bullet hole in the video? That was, someone shot at my brother when he was in the basement, right? When you come from that kind of environment, he's not a bad kid, he stays out of trouble, but I was literally outside of my grandma's car. I also got shot at once, just from getting ready to go to work. That's just the place where I come from. So me being able, you go on my Instagram, I just bought, my cousin, he's really my brother, I just bought a truck. He believes in trucks, he loves trucks. So me being able to get a truck for him to start a business, that might be one of the best purchases I've ever made. My sister and my mom, they got their license I'm able to provide them an opportunity. My mom just bought a house. My mom bought another house where she's flipping. I'm ecstatic. My grandma, she used to walk to the hospital, and she never drove. She used to walk to the hospital, rain, snow, whatever, every morning. All right, and now she has her pension. Her pension goes towards paying the majority of her mortgage. All right, and her house, the attic that I used to live in, is falling to shit. But I am now in a position to buy the house. I'm going to buy my grandmother's house. I'm going to renovate it. And I'm sharing this stuff with you guys is because there's a bigger purpose as to why you guys are doing what you're doing. There's a bigger purpose as to why you guys are here in this room. There's a bigger purpose. You guys got to figure it out. I don't know. I just want to be the example. Everyone here didn't know who I was. No one. I use stuff like that as motivation. I create situations in my head. To help push me. All right? I have to. My number one secret, guys, is that I'm always uncomfortable. I have to be. I can get comfortable right now. Literally. With the passive income that I have, with the system that I can get comfortable. If you're not growing, you're dying. So I purposely create situations in my head to push me. Like, to reference, the one when I was in an EXPCon and no one knew who I was. I took that personal. Right? People like to say there's personal and then there's business. No. I take it personal. You want the reason why? Because, look, I'm able to help my family. If a lot of people don't know who I am, right, then my personal life is affected by that. So how is there a difference? I took it personal. None of you guys know who I was. But now you know me, though. And I'm only getting started. I promise. I promise. The reason why I'm talking like this, the reason why I'm communicating, I'm giving you guys, this is real. This is not fake. This is my mentality every day when I wake up. Every day when I have my team meetings, ask any team member of mine. I've been this way since the beginning. When I had one agent to now I have 40 of them. And I show up to every team call with the same energy. And sometimes I know, guys, it can be a little bit uncomfortable. I say to my teammates all the time, I understand. I want you to be uncomfortable. Because if you're comfortable, right, then you're not growing. My mom sold her first house. She sold her first house. She's ecstatic. Oh my God, yes, sold my first house. You know what I told her? It's not enough. I told my own mother that. Don't get comfortable. This is my energy. I do not discriminate. What you see is what you get. But this is the method to the madness. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just trying to be real. I'm trying to be serious. And one of the best things that I love to do, which is what you guys are already doing, right? You find people. You find people that are doing better than you. I reached out to a lot of people. I think one of my superpowers, I'm like a sponge. I'm like a sponge. Like, if I meet everyone here, I'll ask you, what's your story? I'll ask you, like, what's your biggest gem that you learned from life? Because everyone here knows something that's valuable, right? Now, if you can meet everyone that's here in this room and you learn their best secret, you just cut the learning curve for a lot of things, right? It's like reading books. When you read a different book, the whole purpose is to what's the takeaway from this book? The same way with people. Right? So guys, I'm on IG, I'm on YouTube, and when I say, guys, this is literally a dream of mine, I just want to say thank you guys for being a part of it. Honestly. Thank you guys for being a part of it, and it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning. That's the scary part. Guys. The scary part. I'm 30. Oh my goodness, guys. I was telling my camera guy a story, right? I got some time. I was telling my camera guy a story about when it was 2019, going into New Year's, right? Again, mentality. right? I'm big on mentality, 2019. And it's New Year's. What's everyone doing during New Year's? Partying, everyone. I was at a party, but I was in the corner with my hoodie on, and I was just thinking about the next decade. I was thinking about the next day because I was reflecting. All right, I spent a lot of time reflecting. I'm sure a lot of you guys spend a lot of time reflecting. We have to, right? Because in 2009, right, when I was counted out, I remember being lost. And now, 2019, I understand I'm in control of my life. I'm gonna share one story with you guys because I didn't want to forget this. Remember about creating scenarios? I remember, you guys saw the hoopty? I had a girlfriend at the time when I was living in the attic. She left me. She actually left me for a cop. The next day, she was with the cop, right? Her dad used to call my car a piece of shit. She did too. Her dad was a retired cop. So of course, I can understand, right? No hard feelings. But I used that, I kept that in my mind, right? That along with a lot of other different things. I became one of the best realtors in New Jersey. I sold my ex a house. Now at the closing, right? At the closing, she's one of my top clients right now. She's buying another house in PA right now with me. At the closing, her dad was there. Went to the final walkthrough. I had my dream car. The doors went up. I just had to share that with you guys, you know, because I'm sure you guys could think about, right, someone who's probably counting you out. You know, I don't know. I'm pretty sure, right? Don't take it as a negative. Use me as an example. Again, just use me as an example, guys. Life is a long game. You know, life is a long game, and man, guys, I'm dreaming. I'm just living. I'm happy to be sharing this moment with you guys. Honestly, there's so much that I can tell you, but it's impossible for me to get it all out in the span of 20 minutes, you know. But I mean, I got 2 minutes left. I'm not sure if anyone have any questions for me. I'm an open book. This is the last 2 minutes until you guys see me again on the next show.
What was the reaction from your girlfriend's father?
He didn't say anything. But he saw it. He didn't say anything. My social strategy, as I mentioned, was I told a story about how real estate changed my life and how I can help you do the same, whether it being agents, right, with selling more real estate, and whether it being clients, because my niche is multifamily properties. So the majority of the homes that I sell are multifamilies. So that's been like very helpful. Anyone else?
Do you use a lead generating system?
Yes. So the leads, actually, I invest into Zillow. I do OpCity for my agents, and also what else? Ojo. I do those three for my agents. But my biggest source is Instagram, which is free. All right, guys. Speaking of Instagram, I got one favor. Can everyone get up on their feet? And on a count of 3, I just need you guys to say, "Let's go, let's grow." All right, it's the thing I do for Instagram. You guys could do that for me if you guys enjoyed it. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. I appreciate it, guys.
Great job, man. Appreciate you.